Lovely job, lads. Right, change of tempo for our next song, which helps us to reflect on the conflict in Ukraine, which has actually been something which is quite hot in the news at the moment, as we have been watching. So there's a chap called Kurt Bestor. Now he's a brilliant musician and broadcaster. He's born in the US and lived in the old Yugoslavia in the late 1970s. He was so frustrated by the Civil War conflict between the people that he had known as friends that he composed Prayer of the Children, our next song, to highlight the tragic effects of war on those too young to understand. Kurt has allowed us to change some of the words towards the end of the piece to Ukrainian, which I hope you'll appreciate. So, Prayer of the Children. Thank you. So did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy Stars? It's a fantastic piece, isn't it? This is something we've adopted recently from Les Mis, and is in memory of a dear friend, Derek, who left us last year. During his illness, funnily enough, he was well supported by the Cancer Club and Maggie's, our chosen charities this evening. You're right. There you go. Lovely. Now, please welcome back to the stage our super talented soloist, Harriet Iris.
Thank you very much. Wasn't that fantastic? First few songs there. Wonderful. So the next piece is by a composer from Aberystwyth called Rhys Watkin, and he just happens to be in the audience tonight, and he just happens to be my partner, and we and when we met a few years ago, he took quite a while to actually say to me that his grandfathers on both sides, one of them used to teach the harp and the other one used to make harps, and he actually suddenly came out with the fact that he had a harp in the house. This was when we just started going out together, so of course this very much clinched the deal. And he has a harp in the house that his grandfather made, his father's father, and he composed a tune for it when I started restringing it and wanting to play this harp again. So this is a tune for his grandfather's harp. It's called Telyn Dad Key in Welsh, which translates as grandfather's harp. very much. Thank you. Thanks very much. Chris Watkin. Thank you. So would anyone like to hazard a guess where the oldest written harp music in the whole world comes from? You're right, it comes from Wales. I'm rather proud of this fact, because of course they had harps in the Bible, harps in ancient Egypt, but the oldest written harp music, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like a bit like hieroglyphs on the page. So I'll have this at the front at the end of the concert if anyone wants to come and look. So it's written in a rather strange kind of tablature, and it goes right back to the 12th century, to the time of a Welsh king called Gruffydd ap Cynan. And the music was collected, the manuscript we have is from the 1600s, but it's a copy of an older manuscript. And the copy we have is by Robert ap Hugh, who is harpist to James I. And it's known as the Robert ap Hugh manuscript. It's in the British Museum now. And during lockdown, my project was to try and learn how to read this. I have a degree in medieval Welsh, and I play the harp, so it seemed like a good thing to try and decipher some medieval Welsh harp music. And tonight I'm going to play you one of the pieces from the manuscript. It's called Caniad Sant Silin, the Song of St. Silin. And I get a chance to play it on this amazing harp behind me. Who could want a better harp for St. David's Day? And the maker is sitting at the back there, Paul Naylors. So thank you, Paul, for letting me play this. So I've borrowed this harp for the occasion. So this is the oldest harp music in the whole world, 12th century harp music, Caniad Sant Silin, played on this perfect St. David's Day harp. Thanks so much. Thank you for the invitation to come here. Thanks to Steve Williams for the invitation, and to Romsey Melvoice Choir for having me this evening. And thanks also to Brian for helping out on the sound, and to Nick for the kind words. So I'll leave you with this one, finish my set for the evening with this one. It's a piece called Metropolis, and it's about a city waking up in the morning and then going into rush hour on the metro.
Now, I obviously don't get out very much because I've never heard the harp played quite like that. Please give Harriet another round of applause, please. Kevin, you want to say something? This is Kevin, our chairman.
You wouldn't have seen a lot of me because they keep putting me at the back. And if there's a pillar in any church, they stand me behind it. And today, Miss took pity on me and stood me right in the middle. So I had to smile today. Anyway, hold on. Let me move this over here. You've been such a great audience today. Being a proud Welshman, I am going to share with you the greatest secret known to the Welsh. I haven't said it yet. The greatest secret known to the Welsh nation. And that's about the Welsh space program. Now, you all think it was the Americans that got to the moon first, yeah? No. They were the first to put someone on the moon and bring him back. But Morgan, he never came back. It's sadder than that. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you the story of Morgan the Moon. And it goes like this. Well, a little bit like this. Old Mog the mechanic, I remember him well. He once built a rocket, or so they did tell, from an old winding engine he found on the dole. 'Twas built in the Rhondda and powered by coal. We rehearsed this before. Did we rehearse this before? We did. You're supposed to go, sing fal doral dal doral day. Do you remember now? Do you know what? This lot, I don't know how they remember the words. They can't remember why they went to the fridge. Right. And when it was finished, he painted it red. He called it Bethaniel, or so it is said. He took it up a mountain on a nice day in June. To get that bit closer, said Morgan the Moon. They are better than you are. Sleepy Treorchy was bathed in white light as the shuddering hulk took off in the night. First a big bang and then a big roar. Over the mountains old Morgan did go. No, not yet. His heat shield was glowing like anthracite coal. And we prayed down in Cardiff in mission control. The barrow wheels dropped as previously planned, as Morgan prepared for Bethaniel to land. He landed like linen. Oh, lovely line that, isn't it? I love that line. I'll say it again. He landed like linen in a dusty old crater. Di always said he'd get there sooner or later. So off Morgan went in the earth's swirling dust to collect some rock samples from the moon's hardened crust. Do you know what? You're getting worse. A strange piece of rock, so old Morgan found. It was lying there shining on the dust-covered ground. He picked it up gently whilst down on his knees. You're right, Di, he shouted. It is made of cheese. Caerphilly. Sing fal doral dal doral day. You're rubbish. Get off. Okay. Right, if the lads would like to come back on. Thank you. Thank you. Am I doing this or you?
You can do it if you like.
No, you can do it. Right, okay.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll tell you something else about Wales, right? The most frightening thing in Wales is a Welsh mother. All right? They had sayings that nobody else would even think of using. All right? And my mother used to say this. She'd say, if you break you a leg playing rugby, don't you come running home to me. Or the other one was, don't think you are staying out until all hours of the morning under this roof. Anyway, we've got them back on stage. Romsey Millvoice Choir, an old choir favourite, and it's Morty Christie. Thank you.
Oh, he's a bit taller than me. Right. So, Morty Christie. As with our final set, we come a little bit more up to date with Fix You. Written by Chris Martin to comfort his wife, Gwyneth Paltrow. It was a hit for Coldplay in 2005 and has been brilliantly arranged by Ewan Jones for 4 voices. Since we introduced it last year, it's become a favourite of ours, and we hope with you too. And then after, we take you back to Wales with O Gymru, which translates as O Wales. The line means, O Wales, who gladdens my heart, O Wales, who are my sunshine. Yes, sunshine in Wales. It does happen. It does happen. Yeah. It's been arranged for us by one of our choir patrons, Dr. Hayden James. So Fix You and O Gymru. Thank you. Give Clive another round of applause for his solo there. Like many of us, he's been struggling with a cold and recovering from it, and to actually have a bit of his voice there is fantastic. And he's Welsh, so thank you very much, Clive. Just to say, our next concert is in a week's time, so March the 8th, and it's at St Paul's, not Cathedral, sorry. But it's at St Paul's Church in Salisbury, and we're singing with the Salisbury Plain Military Wives Choir. So if you fancy an evening's entertainment, that will be very entertaining as well. And if you've enjoyed this, you'll enjoy that. So now as we draw to the end, I have to also make some important announcements. The first one is that we normally announce new members who are starting, but on this occasion I have to announce a member who is actually leaving us and moving away, and it's his last concert tonight. So I want to give him a round of applause from the choir here, and it's Bob. And just to say how much we've enjoyed singing with him, and we wish him well, and I hope he goes and joins Heart, and we can sing with him. Wish you well, Bob. And also another important announcement. I'm sorry to keep you, madam, but I've got a few little announcements to make here as well, which is we've got some raffle numbers here for you as well. So please have your tickets ready, just in case. So the first one is pink 75, pink 70, pink 50, pink 33, pink 139, pink number 6, and that's good, and pink 123, and there's also some greens. Hey. So green 816, green 800, green 865, and green, very good, and green 847. So please collect your prizes afterwards. Now, a concert like this doesn't really go ahead without there being lots of people making some input. I mean, to Steve Williams and the team here who's put all this together, that's been fantastic. Thank you, Steve, our concert secretary. To the staff and volunteers at Holy Saviour Church here this evening, thank you very much indeed. Just to say, you've been very warmly welcomed and really helped out. Thank you very much. To our ladies support group for all their hard work in supporting us men and making sure that the event runs smoothly and everything happens. Thank you very much indeed, ladies. And to our soloist, Harriet Iris, for her fantastic contribution to tonight's music. To our accompanist, Richard Stannard. And to the lady that keeps us all in order, our musical director, Marion Maxey. Now, to finish off, we've got the last number, which is the Welsh National Anthem in Welsh. So please be upstanding again for the Welsh National Anthem. Thank you very much indeed, and I really do wish you a fantastic evening. I wish you well on the way home. Diolch yn fawr iawn a nos da.
Ha 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 ha!